All right, on to the next one. Are we seeing a new generation of Sam Darnold? Is Sam Darnold finally starting to come to his potential, finally starting to come into fruition for the Carolina Panthers? I will say that he looks good. He looks pretty damn good. Did you guys see any Sam Darnold action and
Oh,
what you were
look,
seeing?
we knew he was good. It's nice to finally see him play in a real team. You know why we weren't able to see him perform. We all know why. So what's his record now? Are they 2-0 or
They're
is he
2
one
and
and
0
one?
right
Yeah,
now.
hold on.
They beat up on the Saints and they beat up on the Jets. And now
The
they're
revenge game.
going to play tonight against Houston. So they're on track to go 3 and 0, I think.
Oh, I will form my opinion after tonight's game.
Really?
Well,
Let's see.
here's the thing
All right.
about Thursday.
Team. Does that even count as a win? Because you beat up on a terrible organization, terrible franchise in the Jets. Now, last week, okay, I give him that, right? His numbers look good. His, completion percentage looks good. He has good yards. Uh, I feel
His
like tonight,
completion
man,
percentage looks really good.
yeah, he's being efficient. I can tell you that. Hey, Gabe.
Yeah. So he's got about 70 on so far 2 games, 70%, 68.5, 70% completion rate. Last game 78.1 QBR. Sam Darnold, here's the thing, man. This is what I feel like, again, to bring it back to my Dolphins. Tannehill. It's like, is he the franchise? Is he gonna be the quarterback? Is he the real deal? And guess what? You're like, whatever. We tried him out. He was here for 7, 8 years and do shit. Um, like JoJo said, like obviously he was drafted high. We knew he was good coming out of college, but it's like organizationally, what did they do to set him up for success? They had Robbie Anderson for a little bit of the Jets, and then he actually went to the Panthers now with Sam
Yeah,
Darnold.
now he's with
And,
Sammy.
so it's like once Tannehill left, he goes to the Titans, and they're like, yo, now the Titans are really good. So it's like he just probably needed
Different
that
kind
change. He needed that change. And it's tough now because they got Robert Saleh. Even though the Jets aren't doing good, people really like Robert Saleh. It's just like you just need that organizational change. You need a new, fresh start to be like, yo, I'm gonna prove him wrong. Everybody said I was terrible. I was a wasted draft pick, and look, now he goes somewhere else and he finds success. So
And I think the coaching staff is way better compared to New York. I mean, they had Adam Gase, which probably shouldn't even been a coach at that time. And then you go down to Matt Rule and I believe his name is Joe Brady, offensive coordinator for the Carolina Panthers. And they have a really good system and they got good weapons, man. They got DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, like you mentioned. Obviously, Christian McCaffrey's back. Offensive line looks solid. And the defense is pretty good. I just picked them up on my fantasy team. The defense, they're a solid defense. They could be really good. It's a perfect situation for him. I think last year, that team should have been better than what they actually were. Obviously, they had Teddy Bridgewater, and who's to say Teddy Bridgewater probably wouldn't be playing better this season if he had the weapons that Sam Darnold did, and because McCaffrey was out pretty much the whole season, which adds a whole different like element to their game. And yeah, he just looks super efficient. His arm strength looks incredible. His presence in the pocket and the way he steps up is just really good. I went back and watched those games and his highlights, and he looks super efficient. He looks comfortable. He doesn't look like he's seeing ghosts like he was in New York. And he just looks confident. Like he looks like he does not look the same at all. Like it's insane to see the transformation. Like to me, like Tannehill, I still see the essence of Tannehill that you see in Miami. Like I'm not super sold on Tannehill, honestly. Like he's solid. Now he's turned out to be solid, but also that team has incredible weapons. So it's like, how much is that really Tannehill? But Sam Darnold, he's gonna be pretty. I think Panthers gonna be better than people think. What was that, Jodo?
how you utilize your weapons as well. You know what I mean? Just because they're there doesn't mean you know how to utilize them. And if he's utilizing them, he's obviously doing something right.
Well, if you just handing off the ball to Derrick Henry 30, 40 times a game.
Yeah, that's all you have to do. They're a run first team, but I just want to bring up Tannehill just because whatever I'm talking about, just Dolphins in general. Tannehill to these guys that are drafted high, they're first round picks, they're the whatever first quarterback, second quarterback drafted. Like there's that expectation of like, okay, you got to be great out the gate. It's like maybe he's just above average. You know what I mean? Maybe he just needs to feel comfortable and you lay down you give him a chance to be successful, and then he can he can blossom and bloom, and maybe he's the greatest quarterback we ever know, or maybe he's just pretty decent. Like I said, these numbers aren't out the water. He's thrown 305 yards, 2 touchdowns. These are not out the water, but like you said, he's very efficient, throwing 70% completion rate, 78% QBR. He's doing pretty good. He's doing better than he did with the Jets. I'll tell you that. He looks better. You know what I mean?
I've always felt that like 60% is system, 40% is the player. And I really think, because there's moments in New York where you see it, like you see those little flashes. And I think everybody kind of gave him, because I think if he was anywhere else other than New York, he probably wouldn't have got another chance as a starter, like fully committed to him. But because of that, he got a chance in Carolina. And like I said, he just looks super efficient. Like, I don't think he's really blowing anybody out of the water, but like, I mean, the name of the game is just being efficient, getting your first downs and scoring. And that's what he's doing. And he looks damn good at it. And then Carolina's going to be a lot better than people think coming into the season. I really think they are. I mean, obviously they haven't had a crazy test, because I don't think New Orleans is as great as what we saw against them against Green Bay. But we'll see when they go against Tampa and they go against New Orleans again. See if New Orleans can bounce back, and whoever else they face throughout the week, because I think they could be a pretty solid team. I think they can be. I think they can make the hunt for the playoffs. I don't know if they necessarily make it, but I think they'll be in the hunt. But yeah,